The power of our mind. In all human dynamics, whether in the work or family environment, conflicts are inevitable and are actually opportunities to grow and strengthen bonds. When facing a dispute, there are always three options: to give in, to evade, or to face it with maturity. The first subjugates us, the second solves nothing, and the third is the only way to a constructive resolution. The success of any relationship lies in the ability of its members to handle differences. As conflict is an integral part of coexistence, each individual has a unique perspective, which naturally can generate clashes and tensions. Life itself is a continuous clash of interests with colleagues, family, friends, or partners. Avoiding conflicts is denying one's own existence and human contact. However, a disagreement does not have to be detrimental. It is an opportunity for personal and collective growth if handled wisely. Amid conflict arises the chance to know ourselves and others better, to explore new perspectives, and to develop both personally and professionally. In the realm of top management, two elements stand out for their critical importance. Firstly, strategic vision, which involves the ability to have a broad and deep perspective, understanding the complete picture in which the company operates, and anticipating how each decision will impact the entire organization in the short, medium, and long term. However, once the strategy is conceived, its implementation inevitably falls on people. This implies knowing how to motivate, persuade, communicate, and influence, all skills framed within the scope of emotional skills. Strategy is undoubtedly important, but its execution is intrinsically linked to the human factor. And it is at this point that leadership, along with emotional intelligence as a critical element of it, plays a decisive role. To lead means to influence. It is the art of mobilizing others towards achieving a common goal. In an interview with Guman, he stated that leadership is not about domination, but about persuading people to collaborate towards a common goal. IQ and technical skills are important, but emotional intelligence stands as fundamental to individual success and happiness, as each of our actions is shaped by our emotions. If we allow them to dominate us, we lose control over our own existence. However, the good news is that with self-awareness and self-regulation, we can exert control over our reactions. The greatest mistake when facing our emotions is to believe that we are powerless before them. But the reality is that we do have the capacity to manage them. The starting point of emotional intelligence lies in the Socratic maxim of know thyself. Recognizing our own emotions at the moment they arise, self-awareness, constitutes the essential foundation of this skill. From this recognition, we can adequately manage our emotions, self-regulation, which leads us towards achieving our goals and attaining happiness. It is crucial to take responsibility for our emotions to take control of our lives. Only by becoming aware of our emotions can we consciously decide how to react in each situation, which gives us true freedom and makes us masters of our own destiny. Skillful handling of dialogue gives people the confidence to express themselves freely to their interlocutor. Avoiding uncomfortable situations does not contribute to personal development and contradicts the principles of emotional intelligence. Emotionally intelligent individuals do not evade difficult conversations, demonstrating courage by facing them with calm and serenity. In fact, when these conversations are necessary and do not arise naturally, they provoke them to address unresolved issues. Unaddressed conflicts tend to worsen, becoming difficult obstacles to overcome. Inadequate handling of conflicts is often due to a lack of emotional understanding. In a conflict, the most vulnerable party tends to flee or give in, generating resentments that can persist over time. On other occasions, when both parties are stubborn, the desire to dominate the other can further complicate the situation, resulting in negative outcomes for both parties. The impact we have on our closest environment, particularly when we assume leadership roles, is a subject that deserves deep reflection. Every interaction we have with other people, whether in the workplace, family, or social environment, has the potential to add or subtract from the fabric of our relationships. There are no neutral situations. We are inherently emotional beings, and our actions and words are imbued with these emotions. It is essential to understand that the way we communicate is as important as the content of our message. It is not enough to pay attention to what we say. We must also consider how we say it. Tone of voice, facial expression, body language, and the willingness to listen are determining elements for successful communication. A simple change in tone or a compassionate look can completely transform the nature of a conversation. Additionally, it is essential to recognize the power of our attitudes and emotions in the environment we create around us. Adopting a positive, optimistic, and empathetic attitude not only improves our interpersonal relationships, but also contributes to a more productive and harmonious work environment. Conversely, negative, pessimistic, or disdainful attitudes can poison the atmosphere and undermine the trust and commitment of team members.